Alrighty guys, Madman Mondello coming at you live here in the Garden of Garage in beautiful Alabama, where we have Mr. Anonymous's, well, I know his name, but he wanted to be anonymous, so I'm like, alright, we'll make you anonymous. So he's Mr. Anonymous, alright? And Mr. Anonymous here ordered a fat Gasper. That's what he wanted, that's what he got right here, okay? So, what we got here is a fine specimen of a 16 megabyte NAND Jasper motherboard. And we got a matrix chip, matrix chip on there. RGH 1.2. 250 gig drive, up on the line servers, along with a 10-day trial, the Purge for GTA 5. You got BO2, MW3, and Ghost Offhosts, as well as GSC menus, Jiggy, and Sentinel for zombies. Alright, so without further ado, here she is. You wanted black? Well, we got you black, okay? I just had a fresh order come in. I got 12 of them, so life is grand. And here you go. So anyway, we're going to fire this thing up now. And hopefully within the same amount of luck to be able to pay attention to the screen here. Alright, and there she goes. Okay, and one thing I love about RGH 1.2, it boots very fast. Especially when it's wired right. Okay, so anyway, we're booting up now. We're going to get some notifications from the server, letting us know it's online, live, and all that other stuff. Hey, my buddy's hanging in there, huh? Matthew, Reflex, Sani, CSNT, what's up? How you guys doing, eh? Yeah, Mr. Anonymous, yes, this is a live stream, and I have friends here on Facebook. They're always dropping, you know, they call me an asshole, fuckhead, motherfucker, all that shit. You know, it's all good, though, because we're all friends. So anyway, as you can see, you're up on the line servers. We got some notifications there, letting us know that you're on the Purge and life is grand. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll through this thing with you. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen my setups or anything like that, okay? And I don't know how well you're into modding, okay, or anything, but this is the way it is, okay? It's about as close as you're going to come to a turnkey RGH, alright? Now, look, what I do here, alright, is we have, we're using FSD, we have emulators here, okay? FCEUX is a emulator of NES, Nintendo Entertainment Center, okay? Then we also have Game Boy Advance. We have Genesis Plus 360. We have MAME, which plays all kinds of crazy freaking stand-up games and everything else. There's over 4,000 just in MAME. And then, of course, we have SNES, okay? Super Nintendo systems, man. So, you know, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm hanging in there, brother. I'm doing the best I can. Sani, I'm doing well, brother. I'm doing good, guys. I really am. Now, going crazy a little bit. You know, I'm building that emulation computer and everything else besides all the rest of the crap that I got going on and everything. Oh, my God. And I got me a new phone. Okay, and it's a nice phone, you know, nice case on it, you know, Samsung, yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how to freaking use the damn thing. Alright, so anyway, alright, as you can see, that's our emulators, okay? Now, look, we have Xbox Classic games. Now, this is the original Xbox back from 2002, okay? These games, they all play on this thing. We have a compatibility file on here that makes it able to play all the old top 20 model games, okay? Then, we have our homebrew section. This is where the tools reside, where you can blow the console up if you don't know what you're doing. Stay away from that, and stay away from that if you don't know what they are, okay? Please, if you want to really figure out this thing and everything else, go to XX Modern Warfare XX, okay, on YouTube. Great guy. Hundreds of tutorials about RGHs. I'm not going to reinvent the wheel. There's no reason for it. He's already done it, okay? So if you have any questions or concerns, or you want to learn about these things and really learn the inside and outside of them, that's the guy to go to, okay? But anyway, as you can see, there's quite a few programs on here like Internet Explorer, Aimbot Menu, Flash 360. Like I said, stay away from that. You can really bust the NAND up if you don't know what you're doing, okay? You know, dash launcher, all crap, you know? So, we'll get to what they do. Alright, then of course we have Xbox Live Arcade, a mind-boggling amount of arcade games, okay? There is a bunch of them on here, okay? This is your XBLA, alright, as you can see, and it goes on and on and on and on and on. And then of course we have our Xbox 360 games, okay? Now this is a 250 gig drive, so not that big, but, you know, just big enough, alright? So anyway, we have Advanced Warfare, you know, Source 2, all this crap. It goes on and on, all your favorite titles, you know, and then some. Alright, and like I said, it's fully loaded. There's only 1.5 gigabyte left, actually. So you can only put so much on it, you know? I mean, so there you go. Now, of course, you can plug in a USB drive, an external 2 terabyte, set it up with FSD, and, you know, just add on, have a blast, you know, because it can do it, okay? So anyway, there we're back at the start. Now, to get to the original dashboard, go to your homebrew section right here, okay? Now, what you're going to do, alright, is there's Xbox 360 dashboard. Hit it. hit it again. This will take you to the stock dashboard, okay? Now you see a square pop up here, which means you're live. Hello again, Mr. Anonymous. You're on Alliance Live. Welcome to Alliance Live. You're currently at 30 reserved days left. Got it good, okay? And you will see, I'm going to bypass the sign in for right now. You'll see that you're up, you're online, and you're live, okay? Our beautiful eyeball-pleasing HUD. All right? Over in our fifth tab, we have our BO2 cheats, Ghost cheats, and Modern Warfare 3 cheats, okay? Now, okay, to disable them, hit A. To enable them, hit A. They come enabled right when you start up the game, okay? Or when you start up the console, actually, okay? Now what we're going to do, we're going to bring this back to FSD, okay? And that's how you do that, by going back to Xbox Home. All right, now, all right. And guys, it's good to see you. Okay. Now, we're going back to FSD Dash, okay? Now look, there's multiple dashboards on this thing, okay? Now, I don't know if you're into all the dashboards or anything like that, but all of my consoles come loaded with every single dashboard that's out there, okay? Because, you know, that way then, you know, if you like a specific dashboard, it's there. All you have to do is just check mark it off. And guess what? There it is, okay? No reason to download it, no reason to go crazy, no reason to download title updates, all this crap, you know, artwork and all that. It's already been done for you, okay? You know, like I said, I try to make it as friendly as possible. I mean, as friendly as you can with this damn thing, because RGHs don't come with instructions, okay? So you really got to do your homework, all right? So anyway, okay, look, here's what we're going to do, okay? Now I'm going to show you a couple things here, okay? Multiple dashboards, okay? Now, I'm going to use a tool called Dash Launch, all right? I'm going to hit that, okay? Now, this is a launching file. What it does, it creates a launching file. It's the first file, or one of the first files at post when this thing boots up. It reads and it sets it up, okay? So anyway, we have our paths right here, okay? Under our paths, okay, we have the default, which is Freestyle Dash. That's what I got it booting up into. Okay, if you hold down button B while it's booting, it will boot into FX menu. If you hold down button X, it will boot into XEX menu. If you hold down button Y, it will boot into the stock dashboard. If you hold the left bumper, okay, it will boot into Aurora. Okay, so there's all kinds of dashboards there, okay, you know, I mean, so, you know, you can have a pick of that, all right? Now, if you want to change the default, where it boots up every time into a certain dashboard that you like let's say you like Aurora, okay, you know, because a lot of people do like Aurora. So anyway, you know, because that's FSD was a predecessor to Aurora, okay, and Aurora was designed a little bit better than FSD, the database is a little bit better, the structure is a little bit better. I'm about to show you that. It's real easy to select it. All you gotta do is go to the default, right? Hit A. Okay? Now, hit A at the double dot folder right there, because that's going to bring you out to the root of the drive. Now, as you can see, the drive itself is labeled very nice and neatly and cleanly. There isn't stuff thrown around here, there, and yonder, and all that crap. Everything is labeled correctly, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Aurora folder, okay, because it's named Aurora, okay? And then we'll go down to the Aurora XEX. We will select that, okay? Then what we will do, we will hit RB on the controller, bring it down to HDD. We'll hit X to save it, and then what we'll do is we'll hit B to back out. Now the system's going to reboot. It's going to reboot into Aurora now, okay, instead of FSD, all right? Hopefully. We'll see. There it goes, okay? Now, okay, Aurora, like I said, it's a little bit different than FSD, but it's a little bit more polished, a little bit better of a database structure, okay? It's got a few more things to it, all right? So, what we got now here, okay, is right now we're looking at, what the hell, what is it? You know, I hate when it does that. Hang on, 1 second here. See, no reason, there's double titles there. You don't need to do that. Yeah, okay, that's better. Now, okay, as you can see, this is Aurora, okay, we're in the Xbox 360 section. Now, look, if you hit the back button, it's going to bring up a context menu. There's your file manager right there. By hitting A, you can enable a file manager and then do whatever you want to do right there, okay? Now, scripts, you can run your scripts. You see, there's all kind of, you know, it's got an Aurora repo browser where there's actual repository for stuff that you can get. You know, Aurora database cleaner, console info, viewer, all that crap. Alright? Restart, reboot, shut down. Now, we'll hit B and back out of there. Now, if we hit the start button, okay, that's going to bring up another context menu. And as you can see, this is your assets, okay? This is where you download your icons, your box art, and all that. If you want to import stuff, you can, you know. There's a whole bunch of crap that you can do with this thing, okay? Your profile, you can auto sign in, all that crap. Content, this is the folders where everything is you know, set up, and, you know, all your artwork and everything is all set up, and, you know, where the actual programs are. Now, modules, like I said, Dash Launch, FTP Server, Nova, they're all available and active. Okay, here's your language, security, and about. Alright? Now, okay, hit RB. It'll bring up a context menu. There it is below. Okay, and you see we're in the Xbox 360 section. Now we'll use the D-pad to motivate on over. We'll hit A. Now that's Xbox Live Arcade. RB once again. And we use the D-pad. And now this is going to be emulators. There's your emulators right there. Alright, then classic games, and homebrew section. And then, of course, we have our indie games. It separates them from the arcade games, okay, as you can see. And then, of course, we have show all, which is everything that's, on the hard drive, actually, okay? So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this back up to FSD. And then you can choose whatever you want to choose, okay? It's all up to you. It's your RGH, man, okay? There is no boundaries. All right, so we'll go to dash launch. We'll hit dash launch once again. Here it comes. Paths. Okay, we're going to change this now. We're going to go to default. And what we're going to do, back out to the double dot folder once again. Now we're going to go down to freestyle. And then we're going to run the XCX right there. We're going to select that, okay? Now, also another thing too, all right? You see this? There's plugins here as well. All right, now your plugins, all right? XPDM, never remove that, okay? Please don't remove that. If you're running neighborhood or whatever, if you remove that, you're going to wind up with a mess on your hands, okay? Your network is going to be all screwed up and all that crap. So never, ever, ever remove XPDM, okay? And then you have the Alliance XCX, that's our server, JRPC2, which is a menu option, which you can, instead of putting your like your mod menus and all that in 5 little plugins here, well, use JRPC2 and you can set up a file and you can put all your menus in there and use JRPC2. All right, and that way then you can have a lot more mod menus at the same time running. Okay, just remember though there is memory limits on this thing. Okay, just a warning. All right, and then of course there's XRPC, and then of course you have the Purge, okay, which is a mod menu that's for GTA 5. You got your configurator, FTP server, all that crap, okay. Let's see here. Leave the timers up to the hard drive alone. Leave all that stuff alone. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah, don't mess around with that, okay. Network settings, ping patch, sign in, live block, live strong. All that stuff, like I said, there it all is, okay? So anyway, we'll go ahead and we'll close these up now. Let's see the timers, yep, we'll close that up. And then we'll close that up. Okay. Now, what we'll do is we're going to save this thing. So, X and save it, okay? And then we're going to reboot. And now it's going to boot back into FSD dash, okay? Why doesn't it work on yours? It should work on yours, Matthew. I mean, are you going into it from FSD, or are you going into it from the actual startup on the stock dashboard? Because if you are, there should be 2 of them there, okay? And choose the one in the 0900 folder, okay? Now, all right, now here's the deal here, okay? Now that we get that all squared away, all right, let me show you our offhosts, okay? These are the mod menus for this crazy thing. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you BO2. Because that covers the GSC menus also that's on BO2, okay? Now, our off-host menus, they work for MW3, Ghosts, and BO2, all right? Off-host to open it, D-pad left to open, X to select, B to back out, D-pad left to close. Now, with Jiggy menus, the GSC menus in BO2, you're going to hold in left trigger, push down on the right thumbstick, that's going to enable Jiggy, it's going to come up. Use A to select, X to back out. And then, of course, for Sentinel, it's basically the same thing, except you hold in the left trigger, push down the right thumbstick, use X to select, okay? And then hold in the left trigger, push down the right thumbstick, and that will back you out of the sub-menu or back you out of the entire menu, okay? It's going to be confusing for you for a little bit, but then you'll get used to it, all right? Believe me, you will. Muscle memory plays into that, okay? So anyway, we'll do Black Ops 2. No special way to start it, just start it right here, okay? I forgot to sign in the character, damn it. That's all right. It'll sign in anyway. Okay, so anyway, Black Ops 2 is bypassed. Okay, here we go. We're going to hit start. Come on, get on with the Dolby crap. Let's go here. I ain't got all night. Okay, neither does this gentleman here. Okay, now, here we go. Yeah, he's dead. We know. He's on the ground. He's bleeding. Okay, good. Start. Here we go. Okay, now. Alright. Now, we'll go multiplayer. We'll hit that. Okay, and we're going to sign in an offline player. Okay, we're not going to do Xbox Live. Okay, we do local. Okay, go ahead. I ain't telling you. There we go. Black Ops sheets are loaded. We hit local. There we are. All right, I'm going to set up some bots. All right, let's see. Be able to do 9. Okay, we're going to start the match. Now I'm going to start the match with Jiggy. Okay, by holding in the left trigger, pushing down on the right thumbstick. Okay, select your weapon. I'm going to grab Jiggy, and I'm going to enable God mode so I don't get my face blown off, and then I'll show you the off-host, okay? Then we're going to start the match right now. Here we go. Alright, so just hang loose, and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Hopefully, we'll see. Okay. Now. Alright, here's the deal here. Here we go. Alright, now we'll grab over that.
Free for all.
Okay, now. hold in left trigger, push down right thumbstick. Alright, there you go. Main mods. Now, we'll go to quick mods, okay? Alright, there we go. We enabled that. Alright. Now, we'll back out of there. And then what we'll do is, we'll go down here, we'll go to push.
Light 'em up.
Okay? And we'll do some swarms, some grenades, some explosive bullets, some hunter killers, and dogs. Okay? Yes. Okay? Now, we're back out of there. Alright? Let's see here now. Yep. X and X. Alright. Now, we'll hit D-pad left. That opens up our offhost. Okay? X to select. Grab hold of all this crap right here. Okay? Now, Aimbot menu. We'll grab hold of that. We'll turn on screen. We'll use visible warnings, proximity, and target details. Okay, now we're back out of there. ESP menu. We'll turn that on. Put pyramids around them. Grab hold of this crap right here. We'll use snap lines. Okay, back out of here. And hit D-pad left to close the menu. Go out here. When it turns blue, let them have it. Okay, as you can see. And then we'll fly through the air with Jiggy, and we will completely destroy this whole area right here with explosives and everything else. With dogs running around and all kinds of mayhem, and everybody dies. Now, if you want to be a real bitch, go to the aimbot on here. Go to unfair aimbot. And watch this crap. There you go. See? And victory is mine, and we just pissed off an entire lobby. So anyway. And there you have it, okay? Now, as I said, that unfair aimbot is just evil, okay? Because it shoots through buildings and schools and everything, okay? So anyway, there we are, alright? And pretty much we're good to go. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to back out of here now. I'm going to show you, zombies here. Okay, so we'll back out, yeah. And then what we'll do is we'll back out of here, and then we'll go to zombies, okay? Zombies, there you are. Alright, now, look. Okay, now it's going to run zombies. Okay, now, mod menu's a little different on this one. Like I said, hold the left trigger, push down the right thumbstick, okay? Then X to select, okay? And then, of course, to back out, hold the left trigger, push down the right thumbstick. Now, I didn't write this crap, somebody else did, so, you know, don't blame me. Alright, so anyway, we'll go to a local game here. Alright, here comes the freaking planet. Yay, planet. Okay, now, alright. We'll do transit, we'll do that real quick. Alright. We'll go with original and we'll start the match, okay? Now, the match is going to start. And like I said, I'll show you the zombies menu here. This will all work here. Here we go. We'll do the green run. Alright, nice and simple. Okay. There we go. Alright, now, there we go. Left trigger, right thumbstick, okay? X to select. We'll turn on God mode, infinite ammo, and then we'll sprint down the street, no flip.
Should take no time at all for Marvel.
Toggle aimbot, there we go, okay, now we'll back out of there, okay? There we go. We'll go to the weapons menu, and we'll grab a gun, a real gun, instead of a pistol. A pistol's only to get to the real weapons, you know what I'm saying? So the weapons options, we'll do a pack-a-punch, here you go. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and we'll back out of that menu, okay? And pretty much you can just automatically grabs everybody, okay? And you know, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff here. Zombies, but you can spawn a bunch of zombies if you want to, and then you can kill them, okay? They're dead, okay? And let's see here. Then you can do let's see here. There's let's see, map mods, lobby mods, all that crap right here. See if you can see. There's all kinds of stuff here. Yeah. Yeah, see what I'm saying?
Well, the studies can always use a good test.
Pieces, super LP grenades, hit guns, riot kills, kill the freaking giant, kill the Walking Dead, you know, all that crap. Back out here. You can go over, let's see, teleport, here you go. Spawn, you know, anywhere you want to go. You know, there you go. So, you know, I mean, there's a whole bunch. And then to close the menu, all you do is hold it in left trigger, push down the right thumbstick, and close the menu. Open it back up, same thing as you can see, okay? So there you go. So now, I'm going to get the hell out of there, alright, because I've had enough of that. Alright, now. Okay. Now, alright, now that you've seen all that mess and everything, now, with GTA 5, Purge, pretty easy. Comes up a text box. Follow the on-screen instructions. And, I mean, it's a menu that's been around forever. Soon to be updated to 4.0, thank God. Okay, because we've all been waiting for that for a long time. And good Lord, I am freaking giddy. So, yeah. Got my nuts caught in the car door. I'm waiting. Alright, so anyway, yeah. Okay, so, now, look. Okay, there you go. All good. Now, I'm going to show you how to get this thing online for the first time, okay? Because this is rather important, and if you don't pay attention to this, you're not going to get it online. You're going to get pissed. You're going to wonder, why can't I connect and all this other happy nonsense. I'm going to make it very simple for you, okay? Now, look. You got this thing. Now, you can get a wireless adapter for this thing if you want right here, like this one right here, and put it on there. However, though, I noticed that you don't have wireless adapter. You didn't order one or whatever, which is cool. So what I did was I hooked this up the old school way with a LAN cable, okay? Now, look. To get this thing online for the first time, I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm going to make this really simple, okay? When you first get the console, this is what I want you to do, okay? Before you power it on, I want you to grab hold of the hard drive. I want you to pull it off of there and place it right up there. Plug your LAN cable in, plug your HDMI cable in, plug your power cord in, all right? Then what I want you to do, I want you to power the system on, okay? Now, when the system boots, in which it will, we're going to go to the, it's going to bring us to the stock dashboard, okay? There goes the system. She's booting up. There we go. All right, now, okay, here's what we do. All right, now it's going to boot up into the stock dashboard. And what we're going to do here is sync the controller. And we'll go up, we go over, we go to settings, we go to system, okay? Now, we're going to go to network settings, okay? Now, under network settings, you'll see wired is, connected there. You'll see a check mark right there, okay? We're going to click on that. All right, what we're going to do, we're going to test the Xbox Live connection just like this. All right, now, it's going to test the connection. We should get a check mark on 2 red X's. All right, good deal. Okay, so that's what we got. Now, that's what you should get. If you get 2 check marks and a red X, that's cool. I don't care what these 2 are. The only one I care about is this network one. You're connected to your network, or with the wireless adapter, you're connected to your router. Okay, because as long as you're connected to your network or your router, you can get to the internet, you can get to Xbox Live. If you're not connected to your network or your router, you're going to have a problem because it's not letting you on the local area network. Therefore, you must have a security enabled where, you have to enable the MAC ID or whatever, But if you're running WP2SK or you have an open LAN network, open wired and everything, then you'll be good to go. All right? So anyway, here you go. We're good. All right, now we're going to shut it down. All right? Now, what we're going to do, after we shut it down, we're going to go ahead, we're going to take the hard drive, we're going to flip it on there. All right, then what we're going to do is we're going to grab hold of your power supply. And you're going to pull the power supply. Leave that out for 5 minutes, okay? The reason being is because no matter what, there's capacitors in here, and they stay charged. This thing is always providing 5 volts to the south bridge, okay? With that, it keeps the TCP buffers alive and everything, okay? So, therefore, what happens is it gets jammed up, and it may look like it's connected, but it isn't really connected. And when you go to Xbox Live, it will give you a big fat DNS error. So you got to leave this out for 5 minutes. Once this has been left out for 5 minutes, then you can plug it back in. And the only reason why I can plug it back in right now, and hopefully it'll work, because sometimes it hasn't, okay, the simple fact is that I'm on my network. It's already been registered on my network, so everything should match up and work, okay? But being that, it's going to your house and your network, it's going to be a little different. So you got to wait 5 minutes, okay? After 5 minutes is up, power the console on, okay? Then, it should boot, and when it does, you should see plugins come across the screen, okay? Hopefully. Yeah, here goes my monitor again. Yeah. Love that. Sorry about that, monitor. Okay, now, sync up your controller. And now you'll see this green stuff moving around. It'll stop, which it just did. Now what it's going to do is you'll see the plugins come across the screen. You'll hear the fan speed up because it's running FSD. There you go. Okay, welcome to Alliance. And then we're going to get one more from the Purge. Okay, letting us know that you're up on the menu. All right? Now, once we get that, what I want you to do immediately then is go on over to the Homebrew section right here. Okay? And then what I want you to do, I want you to click on the Homebrew section. Okay? And then I want you to go ahead. And what I want you to do is I want you to go to Xbox 360 dashboard. Hit it. Okay? Now hit it again. Now, when the Sentinel will let the squirrel pop up just like that, that means you're hot and you're live. It means that you're good and it's connected. The DNS is right and you're on live, okay? You got it, good. Alright, then what I want you to do, now, if you want to, you have a retail profile, but I'm telling you, it's not really a good idea, but, some people, I haven't had a profile ban in a long, long time on my server, so I'm not really too worried about it, but if it's your retail profile that you're downloading, then it's all on you, okay? So, if God forbid it gets banned, you're going to lose a lot of crap and you're going to get really, really mad, alright? So I would suggest making a modest profile. Go to xboxlive.com/live, okay? and use Outlook for the credentials, make the account, then come back here, download the profile, okay? Once you hit download, everything, it should look like this. Alright, it'll spin it around, okay? It'll give you the spinning circle of death, alright? And you'll see that you're online and you're live, and then your profile will run off to the right-hand side of the screen, start whacking off or do whatever it does by itself, alright? Now, look, I'm going to explain something to you, and I'm going to explain something to you very, very simple, alright? If by chance, for some reason, when you go to download your profile and you're sitting there for 15 minutes, the damn thing hasn't downloaded, that means that it got corrupted. The download got corrupted, okay? It happens, okay? It's Microsoft. It's not the server. It's not the RGH. The only part of the RGH that really works is the first 10 seconds of it starting up, because that's the only time that chip is ever really freaking used, okay? So, what we got here, okay, is we have a problem with the network. So, this is what we do to fix that, okay? And this is only if you have a problem downloading your profile, all right? Look, up, over, settings, system, hard drive, storage, okay? Now, see the hard drive? Good. Let's click on it. Go to profiles, okay? Now, underneath this profile, when you downloaded your profile, it's going to be underneath here, okay? Highlight it with the D-pad and then select A. And then what I want you to do is I want you to select delete and delete that thing right off the hard drive. Just delete it. Once you're done, back out, okay? Back out. Leave this highlighted, okay? What we're going to do now is we're going to clean up the hard drive. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit Y, and then we're going to go to clear system cache, okay? And then we're going to hit yes. All right? And we're going to do it twice because Microsoft leaves shit behind. What am I going to tell you, okay? So we'll hit Y again, clear system cache, do it again. There you are. Okay? Now, we're done. All right? Now, once you're done there, back out of here, up, over, social, sign in, sign out, okay? Go to download your profile, download it, and it'll be fine. Once you're done, guide button, go to Xbox Home. That'll take you back to FSD Dash, all right? Really, really simple, okay? Now, there's one other thing that you have to do before you can go up, start playing, and everything else. If you decide to go to a website and download downloadable content, or you download, let's say, Xbox Live Arcade games or something like that, and you put them on the hard drive. Well, that's all well and great, except you will not be able to use them unless you unlock them. Okay, now there's a program in here that I want you to run when your profile is on and everything else. You got your profile signed in, everything's all signed in, and you're good to go. I want you to go to the homebrew section, and then what I want you to do, I want you to go to XM360, I want you to click on that and hit it. Right now what it's doing is building a list of all of the content for the XBLA, and all of the downloadable content, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to unlock it, okay? Because that's what this program does, okay? So give it a minute, and it's going to go ahead and it's going to bring up a gigantic thing of everything that's on the hard drive, okay? Via XBLA and also the downloadable content. So here we are in XBLA, okay? Here's all your crap right there, okay? Now, you notice a lot of it is already unlocked and everything. We're still going to do it anyway with your profile signed in, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to D-pad over, bring it down to unlock XBLA, hit A. Alright, there you go. Hit OK. We're done. Now, we're going to go show DLC. That's your downloadable content. Okay, there it all is. Go to the left, unlock DLC, hit it, and now it's going to unlock some DLC. Alright, and there should be 10 files that are unlocked. Yep, there you go. Okay, so, now, if you download DLC or you download XBLA and you put it in the content folder, remember, you have to come here and unlock it, otherwise you won't be able to use it, okay? So make sure you unlock everything, okay? And then all you gotta do is exit the dash. That will bring you back to FSD, and then guess what? You're off to go ahead and put cone heads on people and, you know, turn men into women and women into men and, you know, and all that, and give them donkey dicks or whatever it is that you want to give them, okay? You know, bestiality, man. Let her rip, Skip, okay? I mean, it's all good. Now, okay, one other thing. Emulators, okay? You play them with the server on, doesn't really matter. Okay, Game Boy Advance, we'll choose that one right there. Okay, there you go. Alright, we'll go to games. As you can see, there's all kinds of games on there. Every emulator works the same way. Alright, well not everyone, but all the ones on here work the same way, okay? Your right trigger, you're going to bring it down page by page. Left trigger, you're going to bring it up page by page. D-pad, game by game. Okay, A to play, B for the main menu. Okay, real easy. Then you can exit, and it'll bring you back to FSD Dash. Okay? Now, classic games you cannot play with the server on, and what I mean by that is you cannot play the thing without putting it in bypass mode. Alright? It will not work. Okay? If you try to run a classic game, I'm going to give you, for instance, okay? And what I mean by in bypass mode, okay, is this. See this fancy guide? That means you're on our server. It's running the Alliance XCX plugin and plugin too. Okay? Now, alright, there's a problem with that. It doesn't like it, okay? Because what happens is that when you try to run a classic game on this thing with that server loaded, well, guess what? You're going to get a big fat black screen. Because there's 2 places in memory that this thing is trying to access, and it won't let it, because that's just the way a PPC works. So, we have a black screen. Not cool. Okay, so how do we fix that? Well, it's really easy. Okay, don't fret. Okay, this is what we do. Shut the system down. We put it in bypass mode. Okay, this is bypass mode right here. Okay, power, eject, leave the tray hanging out until you reach FSD dash. Okay, once the system boots, like it is right now, okay, leave the tray out, sync your controller. Okay. Now, once we reach FSD, we will close the drive tray. Okay? Closing drive tray. Once we reach FSD. There you go. Here comes FSD. Good. Notice no plugins or anything like that. Alright? And now I'm going to show you what I meant by the guide. We have a gray, normal guide, as you can see. Okay? It's not actually normal, but normal enough. Alright? So, you can see the server's not loaded. You are completely offline. Okay? You're on your local area network, right there. Yes, you're on that. But you are offline. Alright, now, you will go on over to Xbox Classic Games, and you can play whatever classic game you want, like Grand Theft Auto 2. There you go. You see, we have a logo. It blinks. It's going to start. Compatibility files are working. Everything should work fine. It should load the game, and everything should play. And there you are. And here's the original. Wow, man, I'm getting back lots of memories. Okay? And here's the original Rockstar game on the original Xbox games, okay? There you go, alright? Plain and simple. To end the game, or get out of it, pull the guide, and you're good. There you go. That simple, alright? So, I gave you enough information to become dangerous, alright, to yourself. Please make sure that you, once you get into this, if this is your first RGH or whatever, make sure to start to understand how this thing works. There's a lot of stuff on YouTube, okay, with the previous gentleman that I told you, XX Modern Warfare XX, that has done a lot of tutorials on this thing. Anything you want to know is going to be on YouTube, okay? Now, you can hit me up, and sometimes I'm busy because I build the damn things, okay? I mean, I don't have time to hold people's hands or anything like that. I try to help you as much as I can, all right? But I'm only one guy, and you know what? I have customers that I've got to build, okay? So you have to do your research, and you have to learn how to work these things too, all right? I'm not going to hold your hand. There's a lot of people that will help you, okay? And there's a lot of people that are already on YouTube that have already answered every question that you could possibly think of about this thing, and then some. So, like I said, if you need some help, though, hit me up. I will help you. I will get to you eventually, okay? Just, I'm kind of busy and I'm running around like an idiot, so, but that's just me. But anyway, listen, thank you for your business. I do greatly appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging with me, guys. I greatly appreciate all my buddies hanging out with me and everything. You guys are awesome. And, like I said, I really do appreciate it. Thank you. And we're going to ship this thing off tomorrow. And we're going to have a tracking number for you by tomorrow evening. All right? Thank you so much, Mr. Anonymous. You have a good one. Guys, you all have a great night. I'll holler at you later. Got more Xboxes to do. Have a good one.